Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Camppatton Family Compounds. Come on, buttons work. There we go. Monday night fireside chat. Tonight's topic is canning lids. Woohoo! And I got Laura here with me. And hang on, I got an echo coming off the other computer here.
Hi, guys.
And let's see who else in here. Get up over here and we can say hi to everybody. First one in was Idaho Garden Girl. Next one in was Grammy Karen. Then Alicia. Then you, Laura, saying hi. Then Brother Donnie, Prep for Eternity Homestead. And everyone's saying hi. Aiden Ears here.
Yeah.
Just come on down here. Okay, that's all that's in here so far that's talking it up. And it says I got 7 watching. That's cool. Actually, outside it's not cool.
It's not cool. Well, it's cool
man.
here for me today. I tell you, it's in the 80s. We have 90% humidity. So it's more like 90, but that's cool for us.
Yeah.
These
I'm
days.
looking out the window here, and it's the big thermometer on the side of the shop says 89.
Mm-hmm.
But this morning it was actually, the clouds were coming over. It started to mist just a little bit, and it was actually comfortable, nice out there. And I looked at the thermometer, and it said 90 degrees. I go, what's going on here? But when 90 degrees feels comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and but then the wind picked up, and we had weird stuff going on today. Although I did, how do I say, make out like a bandit. I had Les Schwab step up to the plate. I took my truck up there to get the tires rotated, and nice. I said, it's got a little shimmy now and then in the front, kind of pulls to the right. And they rotated the tires and checked things out. And he goes, okay, there was a little cupping on the inside of the front tires. We moved those tires to the back. So we should, do an alignment here. However, alignment's only good for 30 days. That's their policy of it. Usually they last, 6-8 months before I got to get it done again. And and he goes, however, we noticed one of the shocks in the back is leaking fluid. And it looks like it's one of ours, but I can't find anything in the system on it. I go, yeah, he just put it in under my cell phone. I bet it's been in for the last 15 years under the house phone. And he looked it up and he goes, oh, here it is. And he started looking, I can't find anything. Oh, it was back a ways. And he kept on looking. Oh, here we go. Finally found it. 2016, new shocks put on it. Mm-hmm. And he goes, well, these once you got have a lifetime warranty, so we will change them out for free. We don't have them right now. We got to get them sent in. What I can have them here by this afternoon. I go, it's 2:00. Yeah, we'll have them here by 2:00. We can do your thing. Got it up there. He did it. They made a mistake.
Oh no.
All right, the difference between the shock for my Tundra and for the 4-wheel drive Tundra is one number off.
Oh, okay.
So I got the ones that are that much taller than the other ones and a little bit heavier duty.
Yeah, well, that could be good, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, hey, I put the trailer on it. That's going to not take so much weight, on it. And it's going to keep the front, it's everything. Yeah. So yeah, it was actually a win-win. And so, hey, Kathy, how's it going? And so, and Kaylin's here as well. Did anybody else sneak in here at the last minute?
Kathy.
And
we had a horrible storm last night. So
yeah,
I I went outside and all my plants, all my tomatoes were leaning way over and had to put everything back together, and it was crazy.
And in case anybody's wondering, this is from Boy Scout camp. It's called bug juice. The you all right? Yesterday morning when I got up at 5 o'clock, the temperature in the house was 66 degrees. I had the
I hear
windows
that.
on. I had certain windows open. Hey, CB, and I had the fan going, and it was it cools off the house. Well, this morning I got up. It was 72 in the house. All the windows were open.
Hmm.
I wish I would freeze here. All the windows were open. Every same thing. Turns out that the low last night was 69.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it didn't cool off outside, didn't cool off inside,
Yeah.
and so that's what happened there. But today the high was says it was supposed to be 88, but I can see
Mm-hmm.
I see 89 out there right now. It was 90 on the about 11 o'clock this morning. 11 o'clock it was 90 on the by the laundry room door outside in the shade.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it got up a little bit higher there, but tomorrow's supposed to be a little bit hotter, and we have what is it we got here? We have we had a wind. We have the wind advisory. It's blowing like the son of a gun out there right now,
Right.
and we got a red flag warning. But yeah,
Yeah. So that means some trees can be moving,
yeah. The last
especially
time
those pines in your neck of the woods.
actually, no, there aren't that many pines around here.
Oh, really?
Now, if you go about 30 miles due east into the Tetons, you got pines. Here,
Oh, okay.
you got poplars and cottonwoods.
Oh, okay.
Lots of cottonwoods.
Hey, Gear. Good to see you.
Hey, Gear. So, what the last big storm we had? We had that I forgot what it was called now. That supercell weather front come through. No tornado from it, but it's still a supercell. They're reporting as a supercell came through. It actually broke 7 limbs off the cottonwood trees.
Oh, wow.
Now they were about like they were small limbs,
Mm-hmm.
but 12, 15, 20 foot long.
That's enough to kill somebody, but that's, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 2 of them came down and just missed the brand new water hydrant
Ooh, yeah.
that I
That
put
was
in.
a lot of work.
Yeah. But right
Sounded
now,
good.
I mean, it's all right. It's starting to calm down now. So I
That's
can
good.
look right out the window right here, and so yeah, it's I was getting worried because there were a bunch of other small pieces that long, ends of the branches,
Yeah.
not limbs, ends of the branches come off.
Hey,
Hey,
Jay.
Jay. Oh, Jay, I was waiting for you to come in. All right, Jay made a comment on a video I posted about 45 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, I'm trying to remember what he said on it here. Let me see if I can see. Okay. I think that CFC is working its way up to becoming a heavy equipment operator. Jay, I've been a heavy equipment operator since I was 16. I learned to run a Caterpillar 955 and a Motograder 140. And
Hi, Passamaquoddy and Shadow
and
Hill.
I retired from the Operating Engineers Union, that's heavy equipment operator, in 1998. So yeah, I mean, I was a journeyman. Hey, so Shady Hills, Passamaquoddy, hi guys. So yes, I am a heavy equipment operator, and I would have more if my wife would let me buy more of them. All righty.
So would Chris if I let him buy more.
Yes.
Label's
I don't
gotta
know.
be
He's an accountant. He'll get all excited and he'll look at the bottom line before he spends the money.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That is true, and that's why I think he hasn't pushed really hard for one.
Yeah.
Because he just can't make it out.
My wife though has given me the green light on something. I was sending her stuff on equipment stuff and saying, hey, you've been complaining I've been working the Coyote too hard. Well, it's a little, 21 horsepower motor, and it's a little, it's the smallest one they make. Right now they have the frame size is larger, enclosed cab, quick disconnect bucket attached thing on the front, auxiliary hydraulics up front, 2 auxiliary hydraulics in the back, and it's the largest. It's actually he said it's actually a 36 horsepower motor that they throttle down so it doesn't need the diesel exhaust. And so he was saying, all right, I can let you have it for $30,000. And he was showing all the prices and stuff. He forgot he had to go, I got 2 of these on the lot in the back. I forgot about them. And he showed me one of them. I talked to Chris. She goes, she looked at it, do we really need it? I go, hey, I'm killing the other one. Then she comes back and says, just rent stuff. Because what you're paying in rentals for the year is less than what the payments would be.
Yeah.
A lot less. Yeah. And you don't have to worry about maintenance. It's like, all righty. So let's move over here. Canning lids. I got everyone in side chat. Attention, everyone in the side chat.
Yep.
I'm going to need your input on this because I know some of you have tried some of these and probably have seen other ones, the ones I'm going to show here. So I'm going to go through and list some of the ones I've heard about, some of the ones I've used. And so we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of canning lids.
Yep.
So there we go. All right. So we're going to start out with Kerr. Kerr is the original canning lid.
They work great. I love Kerr.
Oh, I have from my mom a case of boxes, 144 boxes, 12 lids each.
Wow.
There's about 4 or 5 of them that she had opened up and used some of them, and then she replaced them with other ones because you can tell the boxes are a little bit different. The rubber inside these old ones feels like they're 3 times as thick as the modern ball lids.
I would recommend, if they're that old though, to put them in some hot water before you use them.
These say you have to put them in hot water before you use them.
The old ones, yeah.
The old ones, because the rubber is so thick and the metal is so thick.
Hello, Makeup Mom.
I got Makeup Mom. Anybody else up in there? Alicia. When do you get to meet the missus? Well, she's done 2 videos when I was in California, and so they're on. If you go to the my gardening playlist, she's in there. I think I put her fairly close to the beginning of the list. All righty. I
haven't met her either.
Yeah. All right, and then of course there's Ball. And I wish I had saved that on Facebook, on Tammy's Rebel Canners group on Facebook. A lady was on there and she was commenting. She put a big old long story in there. She had some of her Ball lids, a bunch of them, fail. And she contacted Ball and she sent photos and she did all this stuff. And she got hold of somebody in there who was very helpful and open to providing information. And
were they counterfeit?
No, they were real.
Oh,
but see, Ball gets their rubber from DuPont,
which gets it from China.
DuPont changed what we're not manufacturing that rubber anymore. They were getting it from China. Well, they didn't say China. They said a foreign country.
Yeah.
Now, these, Kathy said, let me put Kathy's comments up here.
Hey, Joe.
They recommend lids be used within 2 to 3 days of purchase. Definitely boil them as they get older. My mom had this box of lids and she was working on it for like 15 years and she never had one fail. But she did always boil them as as recommended in the box. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. And Shady Hill is better luck than with Kerr. Okay, so ball lids is the other one out there. Now, what reason why ball's so big?
The only one out of metal ones that I've ever lost the seal on was a ball lid, not a Kerr.
Yeah. Ball, the reason why ball became so good, they hired a better marketing guy
Yeah.
or gal.
And you do have to watch for counterfeits with ball because they have become the number one name in jar lids, and people look for that name brand. And if you go on Amazon, you will run into counterfeits.
Yeah.
They don't have everything looks the same except the ring, and then they don't have the ball stamp on the metal.
Yeah. And so what we got here? All right. So and then there's Tattlers. I was going to bring some in to show them, but basically the Tattler is a reusable 2-part lid system. It has a really thick gasket and a plastic nylon lid instead of metal. However, Tattler is now producing metal lid ones that have thick rubber on them to be reusable.
Okay.
At least I think that's what the rumor is, that they're going to be supposed to be reusable as well.
I have a bunch of Tattler plastic lids. I absolutely love them for, I don't like them for water bathing at all. I only like them for pressure canning.
Right.
And then when I use them, they say you can use them up to 10 times. The gasket part. And then you put a mark on it. I put a mark on with permanent marker, and then I know that I've used it once. So I've had failures with Tattlers, but it's only been in water bath.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I found some interesting things about the sizes of the lids coming, off of Amazon that are from overseas. They're thinner. They're not big. They're not the right size. All right. Let's go to the next one here.
Also, and Tattler has different rules on how to use them too. So watch these newer lids. Or these Tattler plastic lids. Anytime you get a new lid, whether it's metal or plastic, check the rules that they have on the box or in the box. Harvest Guard is kind of the same thing as Tattler.
Yeah. If Tammy was here, Tammy would tell you do not buy Harvest Guard because that it's a family rift, and the guy stole, inappropriately appropriated stuff, and there was stuff. Yeah. So this is the knockoff of Tattler.
And it's not as good. It's not as good as the Tattler ones.
Yeah. And I got a comment here. That's and I just keep buying new ones when I see them. Yeah. All right. I'm going to be talking about that one brand here in a minute too. So if you're going to, thing is, so the manufacturer for Tattler is just not too far from Tammy, and she's been over there and she's trying to get him to do a tour,
and he won't do it.
Yeah. And she's going, hey, I got this many followers on Facebook on my group. She's going to try to sell it to him. You show what you want to show. You edit you approve the editing of the video. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, does it. All right. There it is. Kathy was saying 4 jars of the deck. Yeah. Well, here it is. 4 jars. And and they're set up, and they're from what everyone tells me is they're thicker than the ball lid. The metal is thicker. It feels heavier duty.
That's
Okay, here
cool.
we go. Homestead Tessie did the vid on those crappy lids. Yeah. All right. So I've heard lots of things from different people on different sources of things on these being very good. So they're on right now. They're on the good list.
Okay.
Here's another one that's on the good list. Now, I'm not sure if I put it in here or not. I may have to try to bring it
I've
up.
never seen those before.
This has a lot of good reviews on it, and people talk about it. They weigh them. These weigh more than even than most lids. The rubber on it is whiter,
Hmm.
and people are talking about these, and I'm not sure who it was using it. I think Tammy was using some of these, but there was somebody else that was using in our group. I think it's a Poop Troop member was using this as
Huh.
well. And so that one, and Denali is another U.S. made one as well. And yeah, what I like is the bottom one down here, return policy. They have a good
Yeah,
return policy.
that's
And
good.
so, yeah, if they have a return policy for failed lids, they work hard to make sure they don't have to take any lids back.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, how's it going? All right.
Good to see you, Joe.
This is one I've heard. All I've heard is good about it, but I haven't heard that much about it.
Hmm.
Thomas,
Thomas?
Tomus.
Oh, Tomas.
And it, some people say that, the few I've heard say they're really good. And they say, so this is one that's, it's not very well known as far as I know,
Mm-hmm.
but it's I haven't heard horror stories, so that's
Right.
good.
Right.
CB says, all right, CB, that's one of the things that Tammy says is tattlers are a whole nother animal. You have to follow their directions, and it takes
You
a
do.
bit. It's a learning curve for that. It's not
Yeah.
that's not like it's not like the ones I grew up with making jam and beef stew with.
When you follow the tattlers and you use them for uh,
Pressure.
not water bath stuff,
Yeah.
they've worked really really well for me. I've done meat with them and they've sealed better than any other thing there. So
Everyone say bye to Kathy.
bye, Kathy. See you
Thanks for
later.
stopping in. All right. So yeah. So the Thomas, however you pronounce it, I'm thinking it's Thomas. Hispanic name on it. They're
Yeah.
also American made, from what I understand. Hey, all right, Dustin's listening.
Hey, King. King.
So,
Huh.
yeah. So this is one I actually want to see if I can find. Um, Once I start doing stuff and test it out, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
see if I get two lids, two boxes of lids. Send one to my wife. Have her do some of the jams doing there. She's been water
Mm-hmm.
bathing jams, and then I want to pressure can test some here just to see how they work. So let's see what else we got here. This one threw me for a loop. Mainstays. It says made in the USA,
Yeah.
but just like ball made in the USA, or the ball should be saying assembled in the USA.
Yeah. Like most of our cars.
Yeah. So the question is, I mean, I'm trying to think where I see Mainstays from elsewhere. What company is Mainstays? I just didn't look it up. Um, I mean, it's like, have I seen that at Sam's Club
I
or
bet you Sam's Club, Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, there are several now that are putting both English and Spanish on the boxes now.
Yeah.
So, so whatever. I have not heard anything else. I came across this today. Walmart. Okay, yeah, that's probably it. So it's probably Walmart. Made in the USA, but hey, the way Walmart is works with their vendors, twisting their arms and getting to lower costs and making them cut quality to lower the cost,
Yeah.
makes me leery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny, Jeff. You may funny, but you may not be too far off there.
Yeah. That's
So,
true.
anyways, yeah, this is. I would love to find out if someone has used these, and I want to know what their okay. Superb are made in the USA. They are USA made. The components sourced from overseas, assembled here. All righty, so let's go on to the next one here. All right. Has anybody heard of this before?
I have.
You have.
I have.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And I heard that they're okay.
Yeah. Looking at some of the stuff, I wasn't sure. All right, it says it's BPA free on the box here.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't say where it's made.
Hi, Suburban Hillbilly.
But it says it's got new sealing technology.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Suburban, how's it going? So I'm not sure
I've
about
just
this.
had a friend that used them. I didn't use them myself, but she said they were fine as long as you follow direction.
Okay.
But
And that's the main thing on just on all the boxes, things, I saw. It says follow directions of the individual lids.
mm-hmm.
Oh, Ace Hardware. So I'll have to check up here at Ace Hardware and see if they have them.
Yeah, she bought them when we couldn't find anywhere in Oregon, and she found them.
You never know, Jay. You never know what he would do. Michelle P. Says that 4 jars is made in China. Okay. They need, yeah, okay. I've heard they've, great customer service. So, but it looks like if they are, making China toe the line, but then the problem is the quality of the rubber.
Yeah.
All right. Next one here. All right. This one, I put the red circle on there. Yes, folks, I did. Seals up to 18 months. All right. The Kers that my mom used way back in the 70s.
Yeah.
All right. She canned this. Granted, this was water bath, but she canned, I don't know how many flats of pears. We were peeling pears so we didn't want to see another pear. And when we got done canning, no one touched the jars for a year.
Yeah.
10 years later, we were still cracking those suckers open, and they were just as good as can be.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice that at the bottom.
That had a lot to do with how you store them, though, too.
Yeah.
So
well, these things moved from Sun Valley, which is down by the Burbank Airport,
mm-hmm.
to Fredonia, Arizona, up on the north rim of the Grand Canyon. Was up there for 2 years. Moved back to Northern California. Was was stored up in the old water tower until they got the really fancy Fleetwood double wide moved in, and then they were stored in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this company here, can anybody, without anybody who doesn't know where it is already, can anybody guess where this is made? I think the maple leaf is a clue.
It's a good clue.
Yeah. But all it says one-time use only.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here's another. All right. This is the one. This is the ugly. All right. Also says up to 18 months.
I've never seen this product.
The spelling on this is, you make it from the lid. So that is CON. That house is an N. BLIMC. And it's sold on Amazon.
Of course.
And what does it say when you look it up on Amazon? Made in the land of the fireworks.
Yep. So don't buy those.
Yeah. And some of the reviews on it were bad. So
yeah,
this goes on the ugly. And from the photos I could tell, I mean, the lid, looking at the lid here, the angles and stuff on it, it's not a good crisp folding job on when they do it in manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And all right, that's the ones I have. Is there any other brands out there, folks, that you've heard of that you've used, good, bad, or ugly? Please share now, because we need to share. If we get enough stuff on here, sharing it outright. I may have to see if Tammy wants to post this over on her Rebel Canners Facebook thing for as an informational video.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know of any others other than the European ones that we can't even ship over here. So.
Yeah, because they're thicker and stronger than ours.
Yeah, and a lot of them have glass lids. So, actually, I think you can ship some over here, but
well, you gotta know how to ship it.
Yeah, they're really expensive.
You order it, you send it to one country, and have it shipped from that country to over here, and that way it comes around.
Yeah, expensive. In other words, keep on looking in America.
I don't know the brand of the few painted lids. Yes, painted ones. I've heard bad things about painted lids.
Yeah.
But using them for dry storage and stuff would be okay.
Yeah. Now I've never tried any of the one thing about the plastic lids that you got to realize when you're doing the Tattlers or the other ones like that, or even the glass lids, is you're not going to have that pop
Ping.
that you get with which is very satisfactory and gives you kind of a peace about, okay, it's sealed.
All right. So Passamaquoddy, I saw Mason canning when I was looking at it, and I forgot to pull the picture. Dang it. But yeah, Mason canning was one of the ones there, and it says in cursive on it, Mason canning. I'm going to see if I can bring it up here so I can share it here in a second.
I never found Mason jars or Mason canning other than antiques.
Yeah. This is, they just call it, that's the name of the company. It's not the same as the old Mason jars. Lids. Let's see if I can get it up here on images. If it brings up the ones that says, here we go. All right. So one over here on the right here, and it says Mason Canning, and it has fruits and vegetables and cherries and stuff over there. So that's that one. That's the one. That one there. That Pastor McGliding. She says she's never had a problem with them.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Good to
Um,
know. Now, see these
I know,
medals.
Garden Girl. I have such a problem. I always want to say your first name because I know it, but you haven't given it out, so I will not until you give out your first name.
The golden lids, those make me nervous.
These here,
Yeah.
yeah,
Where are they?
nothing on them,
Yeah.
and yeah,
And you see all those all over Amazon. And
yes,
I would just not buy something you don't know.
yeah.
And
Here's
the
another
ball
one
ones,
here.
the ball ones that I got in the mail from Amazon looked exactly like the ones you just put down without they came no writing. Yeah, just like that. They looked
Uh,
exactly like that, but put in a ball box, a ball looking
oh,
box. And the
yeah,
box even looked like it was manufactured not by Ball.
right.
And it came in that plastic that we all know comes from China. um, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Mary Beth Smith. All right.
Hey,
Let me
Courtney.
bring this down for a second. I'm gonna bring something up here. Uh, then, now there was one picture I saved it onto the computer and I forgot to send it over to this one, but there was one showing. If I'm trying to find it
They
here,
were. They were
and
definitely
they
fake
showed
walnuts.
one of the ones that was a company that was made here in America versus several others, and it had pictures and it was showing them on a scale,
Hey, Mary
showing the
Beth.
difference in weight. Using your kitchen little,
Yeah.
measuring in grams the weight of the material of them and stuff. And then it also showed the pictures of the lids. And one of the lids they showed on there was the new ball lid. And it looked just
Oh.
like the crappy ones from over there because the rubber was really thin. I mean, as far as on the lid,
Hmm.
not being a wide surface area, and it was probably thin as well that way. So it was narrow and thin as the other ones, but this other one they were up against, maybe it was. Let me see if it was on this one here. Super. See if I can find it there on this one here. And whoa, that's cool. I'm not. When was this? When was the date on this? It's not saying the date. Oh, the Dutchman store. Does anybody have a Dutchman store around them?
Not that I know of.
Super B bulk 1,200 count case. They got a sale going on, or
Oh,
they carry it that way. Let's see here.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. Oh, Eco Peaceful is another brand. And unfortunately, sometimes people load up the lowest resolution photos they possibly can. So when
Yeah,
you go
it's
to try to look at it, it's all blurry and you can't make it out. And I said theirs is 1316 stainless steel, no coating, so no rust. It's stainless steel.
mhm.
Uses a silicone seal, whereas some of the others use a PVC type rubber thing. And it goes through and talks about it, BPA free, blah, 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 lifetime warranty. So that is a company called Eco Peaceful.
Hmm.
Never heard of them before, but there's one of the ones. Let's see if I can find. Here we go. Here's the picture. All right, let me go ahead and save it here so it comes up big. Save image as, save, and it's going to open up big. All right. So just from what I looking at it, the step version on the stuff, and you look down, I mean, what jumped out at me was down here.
Mm-hmm.
The imperfection there and the imperfection up over here just jumped out at me. Of course, I also have it up on a 32-inch monitor. So, but also looking at it, you can tell how the rubber they put in there and it shrinks to fit. You know, as it cools, it shrinks, and you can see the shrinkage around here on this one a lot, and you can see it pretty well right along in here as the way the glare.
Yeah.
This one there's a little bit here, but it almost looks like it's bit more flat or bulging down here. I don't know, but the Super B, people just swear by it. You know, those that use it. You know, it's like, you know, you're gonna have to fight them to get those lids away from them. Yeah, that was the one picture I wanted one of the ones I wanted to share. The thing is, Kayla, it's not from the site. It's someone else took a picture and they loaded it up. And some of these manufacturers, I can't find a photo from them. I find photos from everybody else. And let's see here. Oh, interesting. This is going to be
Any pros.
Slightly off topic here, but it's on topic. These lids says you get, you know, someone's selling 3, you know, these the spout lid things that fit on wide mouth jars, canning jars. Cool. And I'm trying to remember. Someone was buying the. It looks like a mason jar, but it's got a handle on it. Mm-hmm. And some companies selling those. You're not supposed to can in them, but that'd be perfect for that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. See, there's one of the lids in use for whatever, you know. Yeah. Your tinctures or whatever different. Then you have oil dressings and stuff. So you make your own dressings and stuff, something like this. And you got dry goods or you got others. So, hey, another type of lid to be possibly used here. And it's on Amazon, so it's probably from China. But they got different type and the resolution on the back picture is so bad. Anyways, but yeah. There's anyways, let me just take that off there and just go regular canning lids and just see if there's any other brands here jump up at you here. Super B, another plain one. Mm-hmm. From Amazon. How are you
supposed to know if that's good, you know?
Yeah.
Now I've seen this one.
The company is AEBOR.
The Golden Harvest down here, I've seen those at Walmart.
Oh, Golden Harvest, yeah.
Yeah, and they've been pretty good.
Yeah, that's where this is from. This is from Walmart. So yeah. Someone else is talking about Golden Harvest.
I've actually used those, and they weren't too bad. So.
All right.
Didn't have any failures. I haven't used them a lot, just a little bit.
Okay. Pressure or water bath?
Water bath is what I used them for.
All right. So something like this is probably good for jams, jellies, other type stuff. Let's see here. Just looking through here. Okay, there's more of the.
That's the only thing I could get in Oregon were those.
Or this one just says canning on it. It doesn't say mason on it, whereas the other one said mason, but it looks like it has almost the exact same type logo. Mm-hmm. And this says it's AOZITA is the brand. So someone's already doing a knockoff of the other one over there.
Yeah. There's the green ones.
Oh,
They're supposed to be from Ball.
yeah, these are the
Just yeah.
sterilizing type, non-canning, which for certain jams and jellies, and if the lid doesn't
Freezer
seal
jam.
right, you can,
Yeah.
with all the sugar in it, it's still preserved. Because heck, my grandma said that when they used to can jams and jellies, they'd just cook it all up and then they pour paraffin wax on it.
Yeah.
So one of these was just
What my mother-in-law, if she was here, she would say that. Or she would put them they would put them upside down and not use that much water
mhm.
in the canner or just in a pot and seal them that way. I mean, there's all kinds of old ways that people used to do things that now we just go, "Oh, that's just so wrong," you know?
Well, that's mass marketing. I personally believe. Hey, Batgirl, and she says Walmart has lids that are made in the USA. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, bad girl.
One of the things that it's hard to see in this picture, but you just had the glass jar with a glass lid with a red rubber gasket on it. Growing up, a lot of the people at church had those with all their jams and jellies in it. That's what they put their jams and jellies in. The canning lids went for the stuff that they were, with stews, meats, the other stuff. And what's so funny is, even back in the 60s,
Sorry.
even back in the 60s, there were still people who water bath the European way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Europeans do not pressure can.
No,
Yet they
don't.
can everything. And the reason is they'll take the time to spend the 3.5 hours standing over the water bather to can that beef stew.
Yes, and the wax was recycled. That's right, Kaylin. The wax was recycled and they got to reuse it. Yeah.
All right. I'm not sure what. Okay, I'm going to have to open this one up in a new one to take a look, see if I can get a look at that. Choice. All right, so Choice is another brand, and that comes from Web Restaurant. But Choice is one there. And back over here. So there are some you have to check out and find out where these are coming from and how good they are. Yeah, some pictures are just so small.
Yeah.
And all right. And some of these are. This is an old Ball lid.
Mm-hmm.
But that's Tatler.
Oh, look at the Ball Jam canning lids. You see that? Ball Jam.
Ball Jam.
Ball jar canning supplies.
Where at?
Down on the bottom, right below there.
This one here?
That one. What is that? It's hard to see.
All right. That is big picture. Collection Elite. Well, let's see what it looks like here. Save images. Save. It's going to come up small, so I'm going to enlarge it. Oh, so they're, I guess the lids are ink
colored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
which is
I love that
resolution.
I love that resolution. Yeah, so there are a lot of different ones that are but probably I would say that there's been a lot of newer ones coming out that are, and actually what I want to do is, let's see if I can find it here. I want to do a little confirmation here. Not that I don't trust people. It's just that when I hear some information, I want to double check it for myself. And everyone out there,
do the same.
You should be doing the same. What you hear in the side chat here, if you hear something, check it out. Adenir asks, what about what web restaurant can the can the individual person order? I don't know. But I generally hear, the ads here on some of these things. Let me go back up and see if I can see the.
I think a lot of in on the West Coast, anyways, a lot of restaurant supply chains have opened up to the public because they're having
Yeah,
trouble with
yeah,
the restaurants there.
yeah. The U.S. Foods bought up several of the smaller ones, and that were also gobbling each other up. And so, being the biggest being Smart and Final, that was gobbling some up, and they put it all under one roof of the chef store. And yeah. I guarantee you, 50% of the people going in there are people off the street.
Yeah.
When I went to the one over here in Idaho Falls, there were restaurant people coming in, and they're taking out cartloads for the restaurant. But there are also people like me going in there and just checking prices and getting little stuff.
Great way to get some big bowls and things like that. That's where we got some big bowls for canning, just for processing all that food.
Okay, let me look here. I'm doing a little research on 4 jars. Metal thickness is thicker than others. I can tell just by the size. What they're quoting here. 4 jars is in Northport, Florida.
Oh.
They got their email and phone number there on their website. So if you want to find out where their stuff's made, they're not saying where their lids are made. So yeah. I'm just checking here. Anything else? So store and
cube. Same thing. I could find big, huge bowls that I could not buy like at the grocery store. You couldn't find them, period. And to process a bunch of food, and it was way cheaper at the restaurant supply stores.
Yeah.
And big ladles and things like that.
Hey, Q, how's it going?
And if, some of these canning ladles and stuff like that are really expensive. You can find a good ladle at the restaurant stores as well.
Yeah. I know at Smart and Final, the other one was Cash and Carry that Smart and Final bought up a lot of the cash and carries. Smart and Final had a certain size of heavy duty pot. Cash and Carry had the 5-gallon, the 10-gallon, the 15-gallon.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Months, but the one they had there, I swear it was a 25-gallon pot, and I swear it was 1/4-inch aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
That thing in itself took all I could do to carry it, and when it was full of water, it had 4 handles on it, and it had 4 people would pick that sucker up to move it.
It's also a great place to get. We got our brining pot for our birds there. To stick them in the hot water before you put them in the plucker, or before you pluck a bird. We had a pot that a turkey could fit in from one of those stores too, from Cash and Carry.
So, anyone that's reviewing this later on, folks, that's watching this after the live stream, please put in the comment section if there's other brands you have used and tried. Go in, you can type a whole big paragraph down in there. Put it in there, share the information. Because whatever we goes down there, all the information gets shared afterwards and stuff too. I'm going to be making sure that it gets back to Tammy and we'll see what if she wants to do something special with it. I know she just came out with another Rebel Canner's book, but information should be shared, because if I make a mistake and I share it, that means you're not going to make the same mistake.
Yeah.
Unless you're me, then you'll make the same mistake again anyways. Done
Well,
that too many times. And I realized, wait a minute, I did that a couple of years ago.
Yeah, you forgot how to do it.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, I blew that a couple of years ago and I'm blowing it again. Oh, man. Yeah. Brain fart.
Oh, sorry.
All right, let me check one other thing over here on the other computer. All right. Yeah, I forgot to take my allergy stuff, and with the wind blowing the last couple hours, man, the cottonwood was just flying out there. And so I'm getting a little drip, which is causing my throat to tickle, which is causing me to cough. All right. So we got a couple minutes left here, so I'm just going to cover some things coming up here. Today is Monday. So tomorrow is Tuesday. Over on Gray Man Prepping, there it is, Gray Man Prepping, Gray spelled with an A, the American way. The topic tomorrow night at 10 o'clock Eastern, figure out your time zone from there, is family members that don't think like you. And
that's a good topic.
Being in prepping, we're gonna be talking about reverse psychology, checklists, in their face. All right, compare. Tell me what's wrong with this. Tell me what's right with this.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to do that to get them to go, oh crap, you're right. Sometimes they still dig. They'll just dig their heels and be stubborn about it. And
yeah, it doesn't matter. I feel this way. That's the problem. Sometimes I feel, and the facts don't matter.
Yeah.
So.
All righty, and so that's tomorrow night there. Thursday night, hopefully I'll be up for doing on Thursday night at 11:55 Eastern, kicking off the midnight run again, or midnight ride. I'll try that. And then next Monday here, keeping clean from dirt and allergies. That's all I'm going to say. You want to know more? You have to come show up next Monday. All right. So now
Wednesday night at my place.
Wednesday night over there at Hedgehog's Homestead. What time?
Yep. 10 o'clock Central, so 11 o'clock Eastern.
11 Eastern. Hey, Skinner, how's it going? The Josh is in the house. And so that's that for that,
Hey, Skinner.
that. And wow. Hang on a second here. Is time flying that fast? Crap, it is.
Yes.
Dang, we're almost to the end of the month there.
Yes, it is.
Got 2 weeks to the 1st, August 1st. So I got 2 weeks before they show up to try to do my driveway. If they don't kick me off and try pushing me back again.
To try to have 10 projects like that happening all getting kicked back. Yeah. Story of my life.
So Courtney is doing. Is she doing anything on Wednesday? I know she's doing live tonight. So hang on a second. Let me look at Courtney again here. Is she doing
live tonight?
There was a post here. Hang on, members only. Where is it? Go back in here, or is it members only? She posted on members only, but it was. Come on. All right, expand, show everything. Thank you.
Does she have power yet? That's what I want.
Yes, she does have power, and that's what she was saying. Yes, here it is. 11 o'clock Eastern tonight. Let's try this again tonight. with power.
Okay.
Thanks for being
Sounds
patient
good.
with me. So that is, then we're going to go. We're going to be up there. I'm going
Is
to
it
try to
for
get to
members
11.
only?
Is this members only?
Oh,
I know
I
she
don't know.
posted it. She posted it out there, but let me take a look here and see if, nope, it's not members only.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's not members only. And so for tonight, hang on. Boom. Boom. There is the link to Courtney's live stream at 11 o'clock tonight, Eastern time, which means in 2
Yay.
hours. That's in 2 hours.
Yep.
So, yeah. So that's what's going on there. And yeah. So, folks, if you find out anything good about a jar, about lids, jars or lids, share it out. Good, bad, the ugly. There's a, I can't remember the name of the store, back east. You people back east are lucky on this one. They just had a major sale or something. Someone went out there and just bought cases of not ball, not cur. I can't remember the name of the jar. They posted it on Rebel Canners,
I think it's
Facebook.
interesting. I can find a lot more of them out here, cans and jars and lids, than I could in Oregon.
Oh yeah, because back there in the Blue Ridge Mountain area and down in the South, that's what everyone's done it. Their grandparents are still doing it. They're still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you guys later. I'll let him.
Yep. So we're going to wrap it up here, and so yeah. And here's the thing: with all these lids we're talking about, here's what comes from prepping. Learn the skill. If you're not canning and you don't know how to can, or if you can't pressure can, learn how to pressure can. If you don't know water bath, learn how to water bath. Figure it out. Learn. There's a lot of great channels out here that'll teach you. So learn how to do it, and we're going to end this here now. So stay happy, stay safe, keep that into your preps, build up your pantry,